Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to film a festive, fun 4th of July makeup look. I already have my eyebrows done and my eyelids primed. My eyebrow tutorial will be linked below, but I'm going straight in with a BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, and I'm using that reddish orange shade, and I'm just buffing that into my crease and diffusing that as best as I can. And then I'm just intensifying that color with Slow Burn from the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm just putting that right over, overlapping them, trying to kind of put Slow Burn deeper in the crease because I want to have a gradient and you really want it to be blended out. So I'm using a BH Cosmetics fluffy brush. This is from the, I believe it's the Pop Art set from BH Cosmetics. It's really cheap and they're really good brushes, so I do recommend them. And here I am just buffing that out, trying to make it blended as possible. And then I get some on my face. So that's my disgusted face for that. And then I'm taking Gonzo from the palette. And I am just using a flat shader brush from Urban Decay. And I'm going to be putting that on the outer corner and the inner corner to create a sort of halo eye. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to blend it out. But you do have to use this color and build it up a lot because it does come off a bit patchy like all the shadows do in the Urban Decay Electric palette. I think it's because they're so bright and neon that they just don't show up as well as they should. But here I am just putting it on. It looks kind of silly at first, but once you blend it out, it looks good. And then I'm taking the silver shade from the Urban Decay Electric palette and just putting it on my finger and dabbing it in that blank space we left on the lid. This will create a halo eye. And then I'm taking Glitz Girls Cosmetics glitter glue and I'm just putting that all over the silver part. Then I'm taking a silver glitter from the same company and I'm just taking a little flat brush and pressing that into my lids to make sure it sticks on. And you will get a lot of fallout on your face with this, but it's okay. And then I'm taking the white shade from the Take Me to Brazil palette and I'm just buffing out the red crease and just making sure it's a nice gradient. And then I'm taking a master primer from Maybelline. It's the luminous one. I'm just rubbing that in all over my face. And then I'm taking Kat Von D's Tattoo Foundation in Light on a Real Technique sponge and just dabbing that into my face. I find that when you spread it out on your face with little dots, it gives you the most even coverage with this foundation, especially if you use a blending sponge. I think that just works best with this foundation. And then I'm taking Glam concealer from Hard Candy and I'm just putting that under my eyes and I'll blend that out with the same sponge. And then I'm taking e.l.f. HD translucent powder and baking under my eyes. This is on a damp beauty blender and I just press it into my skin. And then I'm taking Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and contouring my cheekbones. I'm using a BH Cosmetics brush. I'm not quite sure what this brush is supposed to be used for, but I use it for contouring. I'm also running that along my jawline and just trying to give my face more structure. And then I'm taking Milani's Big Blush in Luminoso. This is such a pretty blush. It's like a peachy pink that has like a golden sheen. It doesn't have sparkles. It's just very shiny and gives you a glow. I'm just using the same brush and putting that on the apples of my cheeks and blending towards the temples to blend in with the contour. And then I'm taking that same translucent powder and baking under my contour. I just run a line along the edge just to make it sharper and more precise. And then I'm just dusting away the bakage that was under my eyes, and I'm using the powder that's left over on the brush to just set the rest of my face so everything stays in place throughout the whole day. And then I'm taking the NYX Strobe of Genius highlighting palette. I'm taking that lightest shade on a Real Techniques brush and just putting that on the high points of my face, which are like the top of the cheekbones, running that along the temples. I'll put it above my eyebrows, underneath my brow bone, and in the tear ducts. And then I'm just contouring my nose with a little bit of that same bronzer. Just draw two lines on the side of your nose. The closer you put them together, the smaller your nose will look, and it'll look more pinched. And then you just blend that out. And then I run some highlight down the center of my nose. Most people don't like to do this because it kind of does make you look oily, but I think it's really pretty and it enhances your nose very much. And then I'm just dusting away that translucent powder that was under my contour. And then I'm taking that Gonzo shade on an e.l.f. accent brush, I think it's called, or crease brush. I'm not sure what it's called. It was like $1. And it's a really great brush. It's lasted many years. I'm just buffing that blue shade underneath my eyes, and then I'm going to go through and blend it out with that same BH Cosmetics brush. And then putting Kat Von D's Outlaw Everlasting Liquid Lipstick on my lips after I put on some chapstick, because it is a liquid lip, so it will dry out your lips. And here I am back in frame, finally. And then just put on a quick coat of your favorite mascara to coat your lashes before you put on falsies. My falsies were a struggle today. I'm using Eyelure Lashes 100 and it's pretty awful. Okay, I'll be right. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Alright guys, that's it for the video today. I hope you enjoyed this look. I hope you learned something cool, and like and subscribe.